As a YouTuber, I prefer to record audio just like what you're hearing right now. This audio you're listening to is recorded using my camera. Not a built-in mic, but a shotgun mic sitting on top of it. However, increasingly over the years, I've started to make voiceover videos. And in that process, I've collected 9 or 10 different microphones to try to get a good sound for YouTube video voiceover. This video is a comparison of the sound quality of all of those different microphones. Let me tell you how I'm going to do it. Right now, obviously, like I mentioned, you're listening to the audio recorded with the camera. Down in the corner, I'm going to put a little icon of the camera so you can see that it's camera audio. So using Audacity, I'm going to record audio tracks using all these different microphones, and each time I'm using a different microphone, once again, you'll see a different icon down here in the corner for that microphone. All right, let's get started. All right, so this is just my first file, and I'm using the built-in microphone on my laptop. The first audio recordings I made for VoiceOver, I just used that built-in microphone on the laptop. I thought it was okay, not too bad, but you can hear the sound quality right now. Again, we got the icon here of the laptop. The nice thing about this is that if you're in a hotel room or on the road or something, you can record that VoiceOver without any extra gear. So first audio track is using that built-in microphone on my MacBook Pro. I guess it does depend which laptop you're using in terms of what kind of sound quality you get. Okay, so a very basic step up from the built-in microphone on the computer is to use a pair of earbuds with the microphone on the wire. A lot of people use this on the phone. When I have recorded this way, I do try to hold the microphone out just a little bit. Otherwise, I find if this thing dangles around, you'll really screw up your audio. So anyway, this is a second microphone I've used before. I've found it's not too bad. It's actually not too bad. You do, with all of these microphones, you usually need to adjust your levels in Audacity, and you'll find tutorials about that on YouTube. Anyway, microphone number 2 in the bag. This is the headphone mic on a pretty basic pair of earbuds. I think these are the ones that came with my iPhone when I bought it. All right, so the next one is this Rode, it's a USB mic, so you can plug it into your laptop, and it's the NT USB, I believe is the design. Let me set it down, and I will switch over the audio right now to this Rode NT USB. Now this is the one that I spent the most money on. I think it was like $250, and it does matter how you are kind of oriented in relationship to the microphone. So usually I'll be kind of like this, speaking into the microphone and reading my script on my laptop. This is the microphone that was kind of like I spent the most research on, I really looked into, and I believe it has pretty good sound quality, but you be the judge. You could definitely compare this guy to the headphones and think to yourself, is it worth it to buy one of these or just use the headphones that you have? Anyway, that's my Rode mic. It is the same make as the mic on the camera, which is the camera mic you've been listening to periodically throughout this video. All right, so the next mic I'm checking out is a condenser microphone, and most of these will have like a little indicator on the mic. It's kind of like a sweet spot where you're supposed to speak into it, just because they're not like an omnidirectional recording system. They record right in front of the input. And this one, as you can see, is set up with a split screen, and right now it's live. This is my Marantz mic. I used this for a long time before buying that Rode, but I just found that it had a almost like a metallic sound to it or something. Anyway, I don't know if you detect that. I was probably just getting too picky. It's probably just a fine mic. This Marantz I do have set up on an arm here, and there's a split screen in front of it. If I turn my head to the side, I think you'll hear a difference as opposed to if I'm just talking straight into it. So these guys are a little bit more, I don't know, sensitive or touchy. So you really do need to like think about where you are in relationship to the microphone when you're using it. Anyway, that's it for this Marantz. Let me switch to the other one. All right, and then this is that second Marantz mic. Again, I had a lot of luck with these Marantz mics, and I know that Marantz is a company that goes way back in audio recording, which is why I originally, I think, gravitated to these mics. Note that there are a lot of discount mics of this kind.
And actually, I was going to test one for this video, but I couldn't even get it to work. So on Amazon, you can, if you find like this Marantz mic and you look at similar products, you'll probably find some for like 20, 30, 40 bucks on Amazon. And I was going to test one of those guys, but it just totally failed for me on this test, so it didn't work out. Anyway, that's the Marantz mic.
Okay, now I'm back to my shotgun mic on the camera, so you can sort of listen to the difference. I hope this test was helpful. If you listened all the way to the end, you might want to know exactly what I did in terms of creating these files. So what I did is I recorded the audio files into Audacity. That's just what I do whenever I make my voiceovers. Then I exported them using what's called the lame directory. You just need to import lame into Audacity, L-A-M-E, and then you can make MP3 files. So after recording into Audacity, I created my MP3 files of each different microphone, and then in my video editor, I just layered those, replacing the original audio file which is associated with this audio recording. Okay, so that wraps up this look at, and more importantly, listen to a variety of different microphones that I've used. Again, everything I'm talking about here in this video is about YouTubing and making voiceovers for YouTube videos using basic software like Audacity. If you are a filmmaker or a podcaster or a musician, you probably have different specs you're looking for when you turn to those microphones. For me, if you ask me which one I'm most happy with, I guess I'm most happy with that more expensive big Rode mic. I kind of like the way it sits on my table instead of having a swing arm, and the sound I get just seems a little bit more robust than those Marantz mics. But you know, it's fine grain. The Marantz mics are not too bad, and actually I think the earbuds with the microphone held out is not a bad third place. It's really not such a bad alternative if you need to make a voiceover in a pinch. Alright, thanks for checking out the video. Subscribe if you're interested. This is my back channel. My main channel is Meta Spencer on YouTube, and I'll throw up a link to that. I do build videos and stuff like that. But this is my back channel where I talk about technology and gear and all kinds of different things. If you have comments, leave them down below. If you're interested in any of the mics I talked about, I've got links to every one of them, I think every one of them, via Amazon associate links down below. Thank you.